Welcome to the Mills Factor Podcast. Today is Friday, April 16th. I'm going to go over a quick recap of what happened in the stock market today, what I ended up doing, and what I'm looking to do next week, which is obviously somehow make some money in the stock market. And if you're following me, you're probably a lot like me. Like just taking picks, doing some DD on them, listening to other investors, listening to other streamers, listening to people who spend all day reading these charts. Behind me, I have Dogecoin. I did a video about Dogecoin, so check that out. It is a separate video altogether. But what I'm going to pull up is what I did today. So this week I was invested in GameStop. I was down in GameStop a couple percent. I bought into GameStop about $162 or $163 a share when it was having a little bit of a tear this week. And GameStop obviously just kind of traded downward and sideways. So it's sitting right now in the after hours at 160, which is not amazing. It's not. AMC kind of followed the same suit. It looked like it was actually going to have a run up here. We'll put the 30-minute chart. It was looking very bullish. And then it just tripped and fell. I'm going to pop it up in front of me here just so we can all have a nice look at it. Boom. So it had a nice little run up there. I might actually put, hold on one second. Let's try this. I'm going to shrink me down. Too much effort. Maximum effort. I don't want to do all that. All right. So had a decent trip and fall. A little bit of a stumble, which is a bummer. A lot of the AMC apes were looking for something to happen. What I did is I ended up selling GameStop today. I think it was down maybe like 1.5% or 1%. So it wasn't huge on the downside for me. And I lumped it into Clover Healthcare. I saw Clover this morning on the biggest movers charts, top gains. And it was up maybe like 5 or 6% or 8%. And I was like, wonder what that's doing. And I watched it and I was like, man, and then I got hung up watching Dogecoin and honestly just printing a bunch of t-shirts. And I look back and freaking Clover is going to the stratosphere. And Clover had a hell of a run up today. It opened here at 736 and reached a high of $10. You could have made almost $2.50 a share on Clover. And I bought into Clover at about an average price of $8.90. And I used Cash App and I used their limit buy, and it worked fantastic. And then it ran up to $10, and I honestly was gonna sell at the $10 mark. And it was looking so strong and bullish. I just held on to it. I was like, man, well, we'll hang on maybe like $10.50. I was up $1,400 something, $1,500. Just hung on to it. And then the sell-off began. And the comment section. Listen, it's great. Get in Webull. Open up Webull on your phone. Go to the comments of any stock and just laugh. Because they're hilarious. Oh, it's going back to $5. Puts, print, blah, blah, blah. Well, the rumor around Clover Healthcare today was that the short interest was 140%. Where that number came from, right now, people are trying to figure that out because they haven't found where they quite got that. It was reported on a website, and no one else can find this number to be so high. So even Meet Kevin was like, I don't know. The free float's this much. There's this much outstanding. How did it get there? I mean, it could be that high. It might not be. We really don't know. So I just held on to it, and it reached a low of like 825, and I was down a bunch. I was like, man, Smart Me. Next week, Smart Me is going to come back, but this week I just had a lot of stuff to deal with, so Smart Me kind of checked out. Next week we're gonna come back. Smart Me would have sold this thing at 10, bought this dip, and rode it back up. That's what I wanted to do. But I didn't do that. So I held it. And in the after hours, it is up 2.7%. It's just 906. So we're doing okay in the after hours. Now, if we look at this chart longer term, we can see that something is going to happen. Something big is going to happen. Right? This is the 30-minute. This is the 1 hour. This is the 2 hour. Oh, I forget you're not even looking at this. All right. Excuse me. 30-minute, the 1 hour, the 2 hour, and the 4 hour. So when we look at what's happened here, Clover is no stranger to being up here. You know, their 52-week high at the moment, 1745. So that's, you know, double where it's at now. That's 100% up from where it's at now. There's an 1803 up in here. So it's been there before. And if we look at this chart going back down to where we're at, it's likely that this uptrend is going to continue before we have any kind of downfall. So that's what I'm looking at. Let's go to the daily here. The daily that's a huge green candlestick. And we're looking to have a couple more small green ones follow suit with that, with some of its other run-ups. So that's what we're looking for next week. They're talking about a short squeeze. Look, maybe. The term short squeeze has popped up in more stocks lately than I've ever heard. So anytime a stock gets a run up of like 15% or 20%, I always jump to the conclusion that it's a short squeeze. Yeah, you know, maybe they shorted the stock. Thing is, I don't believe that hedge funds are keen on losing that much money. So if they did short the stock, odds are they're playing the upside too. And they're going to run it back up. And then they're going to short it again. Because they win. They're faster than you. They have more money than you. They have more resources than you. More people buying and selling. They have more time and they can trade all the time. So keep that in mind when you're fighting the hedgies. As they say, we're fighting the hedgies. We're going to win. We're going to beat the hedgies. Look, we're done. What time is it? It's 8:54 p.m. We're done. They're not. Remember that. If you have endless amount of money, maybe not endless, but damn near endless, and you've got an army of people trading that money, you're probably going to defeat this little guy. But we did a good job today. If you're playing the call put game, look, I see people talk so much trash in comments about calls and puts. Post them. If you don't post them, I call BS. If you're telling me your puts are printing, you bought at $10 today, my put's printing. Bullshit, it's printing. Dude, the volatility of the stock is crazy. It was insane. From 10 to 8.25 back to $9. Your put's worth like almost nothing, right? So don't give me that crap. And if you're reading it and you're getting scared or you're getting paper handed and you're like, I should have sold, man, do you. Don't read. Look, you can pick any stock that goes up and it will be comments full of rockets, followed by comments full of this thing's going to tank, turd stock, worst stuff ever. Don't follow that. Follow the trend line. We could have easily seen today a head and shoulders. I saw it earlier and I was like, ah, man, look at that. Pop it up right here. Head and shoulders right there. Bink. But also we saw this George W. The George W. trumps the head and shoulders right there, dude. Boom. W. W. George W. wins. He beats the head and shoulders every time. So on the way up, that's what we're looking to see. Next week, I don't know. I've been watching Coinbase too. It didn't really do anything too exciting. I'm going to flip this over to namesake here. Pop it up. This is my watch list. If you were in Coinbase, it's sitting at 342, 344. That's not bad. Look, I would have liked to have bought Coinbase at, 312, 315. But 321 to 345 is a good run up. And at almost 6% for the day, plus 2.5. So that's solid. You're in Coinbase, good for you. It is a damn shame you cannot buy Dogecoin on Coinbase. Because if you could have bought Dogecoin on Coinbase as of 48 hours prior to this video happening, Coinbase's stock would be a hell of a lot higher than 342. With Dogecoin sitting where it's at right now, huge miss on Coinbase for not having this. Huge miss right here. That's what I'm going to say. It is. It could have been so much higher. So much higher if they just embraced the Doge. So I guess they're working on that. Webull is apparently working on letting you buy it, and Coinbase is working on letting you buy it. But in the meantime, you can still buy it on Voyager, and if you'd like a link, I'm going to put it in my description. So check that out, and check out webull. I have a link for that somewhere. I'll put it in the video too. Till then, let me know what you guys are trading, what you're looking at doing, what you're looking at buying, selling, holding, whatever the case may be. I'm always interested to know. So if you'd like to join the podcast, we can do it via Zoom. All you need is one of these, a cell phone or a computer, and we can phone right in and let's talk about it. Because I love talking to people, not just talking to myself. So, till next time, I'll see you guys later.